Okay, welcome to my playthrough of Gabriel Knight Sins of the Fathers. I'm going through the second day and I'm gonna just open up my tab for the walkthrough because this is a pretty difficult game in terms of puzzles and finding things. So I'll try to do some stuff without the walkthrough, but there will be some times that I'll need to look at it. And I'll just return to the game. And I'm going to look at my journal. There's something about these patterns from murders, but Frank's has got some eagle eyes trained on the thing. No photocopies are a big no-no. I like confident women, but this is no fun. I need to get a copy of all those patterns so I can try to figure out what they mean. So, is the artist working on a project for you? Did you get thrown out by Malia? Did you get visit the voodoo shopping museum, look around there carefully and talk to the owners? Did you ask Grace for research afterwards? No. And, where do I want to go? We've been to the Voodoo Museum. No, we haven't been to the Voodoo Museum, so I'll go there now. I'll visit Malia too.
Welcome, my friend.
Oh.
Hello, I am the proprietor, Dr. John. If you have any questions, I would be happy to assist.
Great. My name is Knight, and I'll probably take you up on that.
Okay. Here's a guy.
Gabriel can't do anything with a drummer on the street.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't seem to work that way. A street drummer has settled outside the museum.
Okay, what's this?
The voodoo shrine is filled with items that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl.
Oh,
Will that look sacrilegious?
his voice, man. His
Magenta
voice.
moonbeam. Voodoo Inn.
Is that a skull?
Wonder who that poor bastard was.
Coffin.
This coffin is so small.
It's probably a baby.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
What can I use it with? A flashlight? I might have this.
That doesn't seem to work.
That way. So in the museum, I'm supposed to look around at everything. Note and take the fly on the top right wall. I can take this one.
Flyer advertising Magenta Moonbeam, a local voodoo inn. Her parlor is on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine.
Delphine. Okay, I think that's for that shrine. And they said
Flickering candles lend an appropriately spooky atmosphere to the museum.
Reminds me of a book critic for the New York Times.
oh wow.
Looks like Jack Nicholson.
Wow, that's really sad. Can I take the whip?
A leather whip hangs from a peg on the wall.
Oh, hurt me.
Examine the electrical switch
It's
on
an
the wall.
electrical switch.
Okay, see if I can play with it.
What does this do?
Turn that thing off.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't like me
We have
using his
air
aircon.
conditioning, you see.
Yeah, I see.
And check the shrine left of the door. Take the flyer. Examine and use the wishing stump at the center of the room.
An official voodoo wishing stump. Rub
Rub it and make a wish.
A card says.
Funny, I say the same thing to women.
Wow, rude. Let's play with it though.
I wish Malia Getty were mine forever. Really, I mean it.
What was that?
Huh? Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
A very large, very formidable looking snake is secured in a plexiglass cage.
Plexiglass.
The snake is too far away.
The python is quite dangerous. I would stay back if I were you.
Thanks
Alright,
for the advice.
so Dr. John, let's talk.
Could I ask you a few questions?
That is why I am here.
So on voodoo.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo, or the voodoo currently practiced in the city.
Historical voodoo.
Tell me about historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion, formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade. But African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies, where the French and Spanish ran plantation islands. Prior to 1803, the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves.
Yeah.
But the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively. The Creole also knew enough about the corrupted pagan practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importings of slaves from that region.
So, how did voodoo come to New Orleans?
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators relaxed regulations. Slaves were permitted to gather. The Americans also removed the ban on West Indies slaves. Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian Revolt, West Indies slaves began pouring into New Orleans. Some of them were free people of color, freed or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who were fleeing from the revolt.
And what happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it. It gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal bond. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou St. John and the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
His head is kind of funny, like it kind of bobs and moves around a lot. This is a
Tell me
long
more
talk.
about historical voodoo.
By 1817, the voodoo activities
And
were
they talk
beginning
very
to
slow.
cause fear among the white slave owners. An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas at designated times. The time was Sunday afternoons, at the place Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances, right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in private for the real thing.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 1830, a single power emerged. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
That's what we need to know. So Marie.
Tell me about Marie Laveau.
There were actually two Marie Laveaus, mother and
Oh.
daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to the mystique. The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris.
Widow
It was
Paris.
she that began the empire.
Okay.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or gree-gree.
Gregory.
That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo and is only a
Hoodoo.
part of true voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and there are many in the religion, are attracted to it because they think it is exotic. I personally am more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo.
Not yet.
But it is the voodoo of New Orleans that
I'm just
I
having
find
some
so
stream and
intriguing.
lurk in the background. Oh, what is she playing? Finding Paradise. Looks interesting, but let's get back to this. Marie
Tell
Laveau.
me more about Marie Laveau.
The Laveau tomb, where one or both of the Maries are believed to be buried, is in St. Louis
Louis.
Cemetery number 1. It is a popular shrine for practitioners and tourists alike. I myself take tours through the cemetery on a regular basis.
That's a creepy
Really?
thing to do.
Do you have any running this week?
No, but the cemetery is open to the general public as well.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, that's cool. Let's go and see what else we need to do. Yeah, let's go and visit the Moonbeam residence or whatever it is. Yeah, okay, so we can go to the
The sign
cemetery
on
as
the
well.
front door of Magenta's home reads, "Attuning with the spirit realm," back on June 22nd.
22nd. We can go to the cemetery. Let's talk with him.
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Okay, Marie.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Sure. She was the voodoo queen of New Orleans. A powerful
Voodoo
voodooian
in.
and a powerful sorceress. Believers still come to her tomb, you know. They write secret marks on the walls, leave offerings. They're nature tourists. They come out of curiosity. As a matter of fact, that big Dr. John fella from that voodoo museum, he's here at least once a day. But Marie Laveau's tomb isn't the only one the believers visit and make markings and leave offerings at.
Okay.
You said there were other mock tombs?
Yep, I've seen bull hearts left on tombs and a nest of vulture feathers, plates of peas and congreve. Animal parts, human parts even, it look like. Male parts, if you get my meaning. And this is one of the great family crypts, mind you. Odd how them types just pick a spot and stick to it.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. And we'll have to go and see the tombs. What's that little red thing on the ground?
Near the Laveau tomb is a piece of red brick. Undoubtedly a cast-off from spiritual graffiti writers.
Can I pick it up? Is he gonna yell at me? I just picked up a random brick near a cemetery tombstone and no one asked me about it.
Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall.
Can I copy them down?
Gabriel can't take the marks with him that way. The wall doesn't work that way.
Maybe I wanted to touch the wall. Okay, so we need his drawing book. And sketch them down. Because he's apparently a very brilliant artist too.
I want a copy of these strange marks.
I want a copy of these strange... What do I have? Okay, so I copied them down. And he said something about the Getty A Getty. Oh, he's moving.
New Orleans is famous for its above-ground tombs. The high water table prevents bodies from being interred underground.
And it's telling me to keep looking at
New
these
Orleans
tombstones.
is famous.
Okay, yeah, okay, get it, lady. Exit to tomb. Oh, what's that? A teleport.
The marble denizens of the cemetery only stare back blankly.
Well, okay. Exit to tomb.
I don't need to go visit the family tomb today.
Oh, maybe you do. Okay, hang on. Exit to right tomb. That's what it said.
I
Yeah.
don't need to go visit the family tomb today.
Okay. Can I go this way then? Oh, jeez. More dead people.
Most of the plaster has fallen away over the years to reveal walls of red brick.
Okay.
A stone angel leans down to gaze at something unseen.
There's something down here.
The imposing tomb is elaborately labeled Getty.
Getty. A marble. Oh, okay, there's...
Two enormous vases flank the front of the Getty tomb.
Can we try to steal it?
Gabriel looks at and in the vases, but he doesn't see anything he wants to take.
Okay, there's a fallen angel here.
An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth marks the entrance to a large tomb.
What's this? A switch.
There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors.
Can I touch it? I'm gonna touch it.
The plate is in locked position. There's a keyhole on the plate, but Gabriel can't operate that without a key.
So there's a key to this tomb.
The doors are heavy and shut tight.
Let's see if we can go to the family
I
tomb.
don't need to go visit the family tomb today.
Okay. Go back to the front of the cemetery. Let's go back to the entrance and then show him the markings. Where's the watchman?
No thanks.
Where's the watchman gone? Okay, well, I don't. Gabriel Knight, Gabriel Wright. Why is it called Wright? Anyway, let's leave this morbid place and go to the drugstore. So the drugstore is here.
Hello.
Hello. Huh. Oh, she's carrying a little yappy dog.
Bonjour, Monsieur Walker.
Bienvenue, Madame Casanova.
Oh, Wacker.
How you be feeling today?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Walker. I'm certain someone's buried asleep now.
Hello, hello, King. I only just saw you just now. I'm playing through this very old school point and click game. So this one's the anniversary edition.
That would help. I do hope you're right. I said 3 rosaries this morning for Our Lady's intervention.
And yeah, I actually left to have dinner. So, and then I took a shower and I came back and you were offline. So, but that was
Put them on my
expected.
account and send them around to my house. Oh, and there's another thing. I didn't catch her at it, but I know Mrs. Lefebvre put stomachache powder in my tea at the last meeting of the Creole Grand Dame. I've been in misery.
And you have to remember this game is kind of old, so the voice
Get up
acting
under
is a
her
little
on
bit
the step.
strange.
That'll turn the trick back on Miss Lefevre, and she be the one with the bellyache. I got the pins of dust right here if you want 'em.
If the Blessed Virgin will grant me her
So what
protection,
they're doing
I'll
now
be safe
is
from these practitioners of
apparently
evil.
buying voodoo
You
spells.
not done? Though,
I don't normally stream this
don't
late.
wait.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
Reckon
thinking
means
because there's
now,
like that's
doesn't
not a usual stream time for
Naturellement,
King.
messieurs. Merci beaucoup.
Mais non, madame. It's nothing. Au revoir.
Au revoir, Monsieur Walker.
Yeah, so it's very slow moving, this kind of game. But yeah, it's welcome and glad to have you here. Either way, she knows about voodoo. I want to talk to Willie.
Hi there. Is this your store?
His
This
voice
the
is very
Dixieland
funny. It's
drugstore. And I own it. Me. Name's Walker. Willie Walker.
not Willie's voice, Gabriel. So his voice is very funny. It's kind of like cross between a hillbilly mixed with some Elvis, mixed with some, you know. Yeah, it's very strange. So I'm gonna ask some
What do
questions.
you know about the voodoo murders? What did you say?
Nothing. Them killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Right. Cabri
What did you
Sanko.
mean when you said Cabri Sanko?
I didn't say that.
Oh yeah, you did.
I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
No such thing. Okay, well,
That customer of yours, the little old lady,
Customer?
the woman I saw in here, Madame Casino, you called her.
Casino.
I don't talk about my customers to men who come in
Oh.
off the street.
But will you talk to women? Well, apparently not. So I'm just gonna look around your store like the kind of investigative story writer that I am. Check the side.
Garlic, cloves, and other dried goods and spices are collected in the bowls.
I know where to come if I ever have a vampire problem.
Can I pick them?
I'll pass. I ate Italian last night.
Wow, okay. Case, what's that? Poster.
I'd have to smell those if I opened them.
Oh, don't you want to?
It must be the crocodile thing, but even I'm not interested in undressing that mannequin.
Come on. Come on, Gabriel. You love this.
The poster advertises a voodoo play from last fall.
Last fall, okay. So I'm gonna look at the walkthrough and see. Check the sign on the counter that states Free St. John's. This one, I think.
The sign says, Special St. John's Eve Lagnia.
Lag
Free
me up.
bottle of Lover Come Back to Me oil or Master Gambling oil with every purchase over $50.
$50.
My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
Lag me up, eh? Okay, let's go back to the map. And let's hang out at, where's the Getty Mansion? What's that? The Getty Mansion. Yeah, we're going there.
Perfectly groomed hedges run along the front of the porch.
I'll try to enter. This isn't gonna work. Never works on the first turn.
May I help you?
You may.
I'd like to see Malia Getty, please.
I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
You cannot announce me.
I do have official business.
Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
I'm selling encyclopedias.
Go away.
Okay, well, that didn't work. It's not gonna work, so let's go back to the police station and deal with our friendly old police. PD. Oh, thank you, Green Dumpling. Welcome and thanks very much. So I'll park myself here like that annoying flea that you cannot get rid of. Oh, you know what? Gabriel Knight is kind of annoying, and he's the protagonist and I have to play him, but thank you. I'm gonna shout out both of you guys because I think my mod is sleeping. And Green Dumpling. Also, just, that was dumb. I don't normally do this, but as in, I can't type properly, but here you go. But yeah, you guys should check each other out because, you know, you're funny streamers. Very, very entertaining. And yeah, I appreciate the lurk. And I'm just gonna ask about St. John's Eve.
What do you know about St. John's Eve?
A bunch of crazies out
Oh
there on
yeah,
St.
that's right.
John's Eve,
Where's
that's what.
my last Twitter?
Busy
Where's my
all
last
night.
tweet about
What kind of crazies?
Oh, your usual howl at the
because
moon,
Green
I guess.
Dumpling is
No,
actually
no weirder than
having
them that come in during
the
Mardi
voice
Gras.
of
Never get that.
Symmetra on his stream next week. If you guys didn't know that, I think I tweeted it out, but I'm just gonna leave this here as well because I think it's a good idea. The voice actress for Symmetra from Overwatch, Anjali? Yeah, is Anjali Bimani is showing up in Green Dumpling's stream next week, so I think you should go and check that out if you can. I'll try and make it, but I know the time difference is a bit crazy, so yeah.
You know what
I will
police
definitely
at
try
all
though.
means?
But you guys should try it if you can
Sounds
get
foreign
there
or
soon.
something.
Okay, Frick doesn't know about anything. How about Marie?
What do you know about Marie Laveau?
Marie who?
Marie
Is
who?
she the one that hangs out on Conti and Nash?
No. Never mind.
And also thank you, the King, if you're still here, but just lurking. And I will just
I'm here to see
try to get into the station.
His office. Go on back.
Okay, there's a yellow thermostat. Yellow thermostat. Okay. That's that big post-it note there, right? Use the red arrow to raise the temperature to 80 degrees.
There's a temperature gauge on the wall near Mosley's office.
Well, I'm gonna touch it. Because the things you're gonna do. But yeah, no, thanks. I do appreciate you guys being here, even though, because I don't normally stream on today. It's raised up the temperature, guys. Okay, so we did something. And then he's gonna take off his coat. Because he didn't take off his coat before.
Hey, hey, hey.
Knight, come on in. Whew, it's hot in here.
It's hot in here.
Can I ask you about
Music is
some
a bit like
You're the writer.
presidential
Ask
music.
away.
Okay, let's talk about everything. The voodoo
stuff?
murders.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots? Can you be more specific?
Lots. Killers.
You know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings.
Wow, this
We
is
know
a bit
this from
much.
a variety of footprints found at the scenes.
Footprints. Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be, but we'd have to have a suspect in custody first. And the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have. Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the voodoo murders case. The first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The MO is the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
So I'm just gonna go through this whole
What
list.
kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprint.
Oops, I skipped him.
Found a few fibers,
But not many.
The weirdest one was leopard fur.
There's some voodoo
Leopard
there.
fur. Describe the crime scenes.
Well, there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks in flour and blood.
Flour and blood.
There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens, and goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
Okay.
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them.
Lovely. Any idea what they do with them?
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks
Oh.
before the incision.
Ugh.
Literally scared to
Oh,
death.
that's creepy.
Knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife.
Oh, like this
Probably
cursor that
ritualistic.
I have here. Where's my dagger cursor? But it's the one that looks like that, I guess.
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see. And so nobody sees nothing.
Nobody sees nothing.
Know anything about the victims?
The victims are all out-of-towners. We still don't know why.
Because you don't kill people within your town. People
Oh,
find
nothing.
out.
Never mind.
Sure, no problem. Okay, anything else?
Anything else?
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Is she that red-headed chick that works at the movies?
No.
Then I don't know her.
St.
What can
John's.
you tell me about St. John's Eve?
That's coming up, isn't it? We get some occasional weirdness in the quarter, but nothing much. Used to have a lot of strange things happen, though, or so I hear.
What else can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I don't know much except what I already told you.
Alright.
Does the phrase Capri Sanko mean anything to you?
Hell no! Is it French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough.
Okay. So, insult him? Insult him.
Have you ever called the hair club from
Oh.
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Oh. Photographs.
I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You got any more ideas for photos for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
Okay.
You and me? Together? Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer.
Alright.
Franks, come in here a minute, would you? And bring your camera.
Got him to take a photo with me. Of
I hate to
Gabriel.
put my coat on. It's so damn hot in here. But a picture's a picture.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, eh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Say chintzy.
Was there
Okay, so
anything
this is
else,
all
Knight?
an elaborate ruse to get those
Hold on a sec while I
files.
go check my hair.
Get those files.
God, Knight. Make it fast.
Get those files. Get those files. Take the case file from Frank's box and use it on the photocopy. So I need to get this. See that dagger? And then I need to grab this and then use it on the photocopier. I need to check my beautiful hair. And then I need to photocopy it. They'll never suspect a thing, because they can't see through the window.
Just want to check this machine here.
And I have photos. Okay, so I need to put that file back. Need to put it back before we can... Okay, go back inside and also...
Would you just get in here?
And we just gotta get that other thing.
Hurry up, would
His
ya?
badge so we can get into the coffee shop. Getty's.
Okay, ready.
Getty's mansion. The mansion.
Thanks, hun. Let me know when you get them developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else, Knight?
One with Officer Franks.
How about one of me and Officer Franks?
Gee, I don't know. Franks? Just kidding, Franks. You want to get me fired for sexual harassment, Knight?
Well,
Yeah, ha ha. Now, is there anything else, or can I let this lady go back to her desk?
One more.
come on, let's take one more.
Forget it. Maybe later. I got stuff to do. Thanks, Franks.
No problem.
Thank God I can take this thing off again. Damn, it's hot.
Damn, it's hot. Okay, that's task 1 done. And then we gotta get,
Okay. Anything else?
you want some coffee? You want to talk about yourself?
Tell me about yourself.
For the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay. What do you want to know?
How do you like working on the police force?
Are you kidding? You know I love being a cop. And Narlands? It's the
Narlands?
best place in the world to be one.
What are your plans for the future?
Well,
He's
I
interviewing
don't
him.
like to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I don't see why I can't be the chief of
Wow.
police of Narlands. I already know the mayor, and my track record is one of the best in the department.
Damn.
I'm sure it's just a matter of moments, mostly.
Yeah, you'll see.
I'll see, alright.
Got any hobbies? I'm serious. Don't you shoot or chew or something like that?
No, I'm a freaking ballet dancer. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. I play trumpet, too.
Blowing that trumpet.
You know. Put your lips together and blow.
Wow, okay, that was a bit of a lewd joke.
How's your home life?
Oh, real funny, Knight. Why don't you just bring in some freaking salt? You know Annie left me. My home life is shit.
Right. Sorry about that. Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? Man, we used to piss off our senior year teacher. What was her name? You'd act like you were gonna toss her an eraser or something, and then you'd throw it to me over her head.
Okay, alright,
And we
have a
used to
great
do it
have a
with
great
bands,
night,
too, like
King.
with the
Thanks for
remote when
stopping
she
by,
wanted to watch her
and
soaps.
yeah, love you too. And
Yep. And it was a great
have
way to pick up
have a
women in the library.
great sleep.
Ah, those were the days.
Picking up woman. Okay, no, I don't really want to learn more about this.
Oh, nothing. Never
Okay.
mind.
I just
Sure, no problem.
want to ask him for
Okay,
some coffee.
Anything else?
Well, coffee.
How about getting me some coffee?
Coffee? You want coffee? Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
Ooh.
It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking. All right, I'll go now.
I need my coffee, man.
Don't touch anything while I'm gone.
I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna take your badge. Take his badge. Take his badge.
I think I'll just borrow this badge.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
Just drink this.
Thanks, tons. I mean it.
Okay, maybe I can ask about the markings? The killing markings. Oh, where's my
Okay, anything else?
cursive dagger? Case status?
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
It's going. I can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this case. It's intimidation tactics.
Alright, just have this here. Maybe I can swap this around. I like pattern. This one. Okay, bye. Let's go to Jackson Square.
I'll let you get back to it.
Later, Knight.
Later night. Oh. Oh, okay. Let's go to the Jackson Square. Jackson Square. Oh yeah, this place, eh? Oh, there's a hot dog stand. There's a dude that's tap dancing, I think. I don't. Yeah.
A small boy is tap dancing enthusiastically for a doobie dog vendor.
Oh, that's
The
sad.
vendor ignores him.
What would you like, son? Hot dog?
You dance pretty well for a kid.
Give me some money then.
I don't have any.
Then don't block the view, mister.
That's a very
Do
strange thing.
requests?
Got any money?
Nope.
Something to eat?
No.
There you have it. No.
Can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay then.
What would you like, sir? When are you gonna give this poor kid a
Can I
hot
get
dog?
doobie dog, please?
Not now. I'm busy.
Alright.
An unambitious person in the 90s. Amazing.
And more like an unambitious person in the millennium. Which is probably me, actually. Hey, hey man. Can I get some, since you like books, I've got a gift voucher for you. I'm gonna give you this. Take my gift voucher. And
I
get
have
some
this
books.
gift certificate.
I'm busy.
It's good for $20 at St. George's Books.
My bookstore.
Finest bookstore in New Orleans.
Really? I'll have to check it out sometime.
You could take this gift certificate with you. If you'll give me a doobie dog.
A doobie dog for a $20 gift certificate? Sure. Here you go.
Take my doobie dog. Hot dog. Alright, so, I got a hot dog. Got a dog.
The doobie dog is plump and juicy.
Can I eat it? No, I have to give it to this kid. Hey.
You wouldn't like a doobie dog by any chance.
Would I? mister. You got any special requests? Let me know.
Alright, yeah, I do actually.
You
Special
mentioned
request.
something about special requests.
Yeah, you got one?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay then.
Alright, so there's supposed to be an artist here. And I'm supposed to go and see this artist. Ah, is this the artist? I'm gonna talk to this guy.
An artist is taking
Oh!
advantage
Come back
of the
here.
fine
Hey.
Oh. What kind of flimsy art
Ugh,
pad do you carry around?
Unbelievable. Rotten luck.
So, artist. Oh, he actually won't let me talk to him, so... Where did it go?
A wrought iron fence surrounds the Jackson statue.
Where did it go? Oh, here it is.
There's a drawing caught up against the statue.
Can I get it?
Gabriel can't reach the drawing from where he is.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the artist again.
Stupid wind. Now I have to start all over.
Stupid wind, stupid sun. Oh.
Those drawing tools are amazing.
Yeah, they're great for laying lines, angles, circles, you know, anything geometric. It's pretty meticulous, but I prefer it to freehand.
Can you draw anything with those tools?
They're great for ordered complex forms and patterns, but they won't help me do Monet.
Oh, we're not doing Monet.
How's it going?
Life sucks. I just lost 2 days worth of work.
I'll get it
What
up
are you
for you.
working on now?
Just starting another drawing of the cathedral.
Alright, goodbye. Let's talk to the little tap dancing boy. Maybe he can get that sketch for me. He seems light and nimble. Oh, he pushed me away.
You mentioned something about special requests.
Yeah, you got one?
Yeah, hell yeah, I do.
Can you fit through the bars around the statue?
Can I?
Hello, acolytes. Hello.
There's something in
I
there
also
can't
have
quite
not.
reach.
Oh wait, I did see you, but yeah, I haven't actually been on in a while because I've been a bit busy with other
Can
stuff.
you reach
But
that piece of
I'm
paper?
happy that
Sure
you're here.
thing.
But how are you? And thanks for checking up on me with Twitter. Oh, he picked up his sketch.
Here
How
you
skinny
go.
is this boy?
Thanks, kid.
Yup. See ya.
Well, he picked up that sketch. So that's one thing down, and I gotta go back to the... What's his face? The artist. Hey, I picked up your sketch for you.
This belongs to you, doesn't it?
My drawing. How'd you get it?
Oh, it was a bit of a squeeze, but I hate to see you lose your work. I lost my only copy of a manuscript once.
Well, you saved my butt.
I'm
Let me
good
know if I can ever
actually.
do the same
Yeah,
for you, hey?
yeah, it's very strange, but I just got a job offer, so a new job contract, so I'm just working through all of that. That's why I've been so busy with everything. So I haven't been on that much. But I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're well. And I'm supposed to give him something. Give this guy something. These sketches, lake pattern. Lake pattern. I'm supposed to give him lake pattern. It's like voodoo murders. Nope. Gabriel. Thank you. Thank you very
Is there
much.
any
I'm
way you can
very
reconstruct the whole
surprised, but
pattern
also
from this
very
partial?
happy to,
Okie dokie. Well, I might be able to reconstruct the pattern if I had more
you
data.
know,
But this is just
it's
one
like a
small
new
area of it.
beginning.
What is this from, anyway?
You'd never believe me.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, he's gonna draw some things for me. he needs more markings. So, okay, so I gotta give him this as well.
I have some more of those patterns.
Really? Let's see. Yeah, these are great. I think there's enough overlap now. I'll give it my best shot. I'll show you what I come up with tomorrow.
Great. I appreciate it.
Oh, he sat up. He stood up and sat down. Oh, what is it? Okay, well he's not gonna be here tomorrow, so we're gonna go and find some rich people to annoy. Getty Mansion. Oh, this music is very driving. Look at some roses.
Haunted roses mark the entrance to the house.
Okay, knock on the door. Impersonating a police officer just to find out stuff on my book. Yes, you may help me.
I've
Let's
got
talk.
important business with Miss Getty.
Yes. I'm waiting on some evidence of that, sir.
I'd really like to see Malia Getty.
I told you that unless you have official business with Ms. Getty, I cannot let you in.
Alright. Let me just get out my handy dandy police badge that I stole from someone.
My name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business.
Really? How interesting.
But yeah, Acolytes, what have you been up to? I know you've been streaming. Oh, is he getting Malia for me? Do I have to wait at the bottom of the stairs? Okay.
Ms. Getty will see you. Right this way.
Right this way. Oh, fancy. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That sofa's... That sofa chair is awfully close to the fireplace, though. What, not comfortable enough for you? It's a rich person's house. Oh, okay. This is Malia Getty.
What can I do for you, Detective?
We can...
Gabriel is trying to impress the girl. Not make her gag.
Can we touch her?
Trying what?
To reach the truth.
He sat up and stood up and sat down.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Getty?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
I have questions. Flirt with her. Flirt with her. Oh.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
Do you have a boyfriend?
Do you have a husband, boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
So, you've never been married?
No, and I never will be.
Wow.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
Like
It
you,
is, Detective.
Malia.
It means a great deal to me.
Okay, career.
Do you have a career?
A career? Being the head of the Getty family is a 24-hour-a-day job. We have many holdings and many responsibilities, financial and otherwise. The management of our business affairs and properties leaves me with time for little else.
Poor little rich girl?
Believe it or not, Detective, Wealth does have its price.
Being wealthy is hard, apparently. So, family.
Tell me about your family.
The Gettys? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
Oh, I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like
Wow.
you, or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's
She
really
killed
none
him.
of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large extended family.
I see. I'd like to hear just about anything.
I have a business degree from Vanderbilt. I wanted to study psychology, but my family's interests came first.
Oh, why not something like law then?
Oh,
Surely
that
would
that
have been an
that
asset to the family.
necklace, that locket.
Law?
That
Please.
is
I
that
do have some
locket
morals,
from the
Detective.
comic that we read, so we know kind of what's happening.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
So,
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sanko means?
No, I don't. What does it mean, Detective?
That's confidential information, ma'am.
St. John's?
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I believe it's some sort of local holiday, but I don't know much about it.
Okay. Should we flirt with her, or we talk about the lake? We'll flirt with her first.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Sounds like a stupid
Then you must be truly exceptional with your job.
detective.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake, and I do spend quite a bit of time out there.
I can't help noticing that you're in incredible shape, Miss Getty.
Wow.
Your legs are so strong. Do you work out at one of the clubs by the lake?
Well, Detective, I do enjoy physical activity.
Oh, me too.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I was referring to swimming and modern dance. I can't say that I do much exercising at the lake, though.
Ah, well, it was worth asking.
I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
Oh no, you got that wrong.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book.
I just wanted to
and I
pop
thought
by,
you
you
might
know.
have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police.
Well,
I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
wow.
Here, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
Robert?
He's a nasty looking guy,
Show
butler.
Mr. Knight out.
He looks really mean.
Please.
I most certainly will.
Thank you very much. I had a lovely time.
Be gone and get out.
Ah, shit.
He like kinda glitched. Okay, let's go back to now favorite bookstore. So where is that bookstore? Ah, because
Hello,
Gabriel
beautiful.
Knight.
It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
We love Grace, but Grace does not love us. So let's talk with her though.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Can you do some research for me?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I need you to look up a Madame Casino.
Madame Casino? Is she related to the murders the same way your friend Molly Aghetti was?
Grace, Casino's at least 70.
As if that makes a difference to you. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Well, it's about
Okay, she did something.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Good night,
Good night,
Gracie.
Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
He been having these nightmares. These voodoo nightmares. So that's day 2 done. And we're just probably gonna hang out in day 3. For a bit. Oh, he's dreaming again. Oh. That's his nightmare again. And we're back into it. Okay. It's day 3. Drawn to the halls of learning, I sought there to conspire, but it was in the city of the dead that I found my heart's desire. Okay, that's a bit morbid. Talking about loving dead people, necrophilia. Not actually, but that's what it sounded like.
I'm so glad you could join us today. I've got messages when you want them. I also checked out Casino. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
Great. Thanks.
Alright, so we're gonna read some paper.
Now, are you gonna tell me what happened yesterday with Molly Aghetti, or is it just too embarrassing?
Are you jealous, Grace?
Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
I did.
All the stars out tonight.
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested? She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
Oh, she's got a big bank account.
My family's tragic poet samurai appeal. When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
Okay.
I always suspected there was something fishy in your family tree. But seriously, I think you should be careful.
Meow, Grace.
I'm serious. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called jealousy, my dear. And you're right, you should be jealous of Malia Getty, as should every woman on this planet.
Damn, Malia.
Never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point
Damn,
is to get
Malia.
it into somebody else's hands, and soon.
Alright, so she gave me those phone listings, and I also got to check the phone, got to read the paper. Read the paper.
Times dated June 20th, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change your course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
Alright, so there's a talk at the university that we can go to. And I'm gonna ask Grace for any messages on the phone.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
What's up? Messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they are interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Saint-Caux means?
No. Sounds French, though.
It is French.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Never heard of it. Must be a local custom. New Orleanians love to party.
Love to party. Okay.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Wasn't she a big voodoo queen before the Civil War?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, you've just heard everything I know about her.
Okay. Alright, so let's go to the bedroom. And we're not doing anything naughty here, we are just gonna use the phone. With these phone listings. We're gonna try to call Madame Casino. Casino on the page, and then I have to dial. Is there Casino? Casino H? Okay, let's try this. 555. Why are they all 555s? Okay. 0127. Dial.
Hello.
Is this the Casino residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland
Patronize.
drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so that's not that guy. It's not that one. So, they should give you like a little pen that you can use to cross this out. So 555 0122. Dial.
Hi, Casino residence.
Hi. I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Casino was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
It's not you then. Okay. So 555 0128. What happens if you call them twice? Do they get angry?
Hello, I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Oh, that's her.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, that's her. That's her. Because she got the dog and she's an old lady. I'm just gonna try to call these numbers and see what happens. 2, 3. Because they must have.
Hi, you've won a custom award at the Dixieland drugstore.
No soliciting, please.
Okay, I'm gonna do something cheeky in this game and I'm gonna call a number that's not actually anyone.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected.
Ah.
Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording.
Oh, whoops. 188. So I'm just gonna 127, sorry. Call them just as a joke again and see what happens.
Hi, sorry to bother you again. I was wondering if you know anything about
Oh, damn.
Buzz off, guy.
If I had to keep doing that, will he get angry?
Hi, sorry to bother you again, but I was wondering if you know anything about voodoo.
Buzz off, guy.
Okay, so that's what happens. Alright, so we're gonna try to call the canine veterinary clinic because that's the only lead we got.
Paging Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Madame
Do you
Casino.
have Madame Casino as a client?
Madam Casino? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about Castro.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
It was kind of too easy to get her number because in real life, that might actually kind of work. Let's get out of here and go back to the police station. So that's the Casino residence, but before we do that, let's go visit the police station. Okay, no. I just want to look at that Rada drummer. Rada?
A drummer has decided to sit up outside the police station.
What are you doing here, man?
Hey.
This is strange.
The drummer looks at Gabriel but says nothing in return.
Okay, I'm gonna give back Mosley his badge.
You! Give me back my badge! Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? You borrow it again in your history. Now.
Hello, Mist. How are you doing?
Glad you made it.
I saw you were streaming, and I was looking in the back.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this
But
guy?
yeah, how are you? And thanks for dropping by as well.
Before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. He's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square pushing coke. He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
Got it. Oh, always appreciated. Oh no, you're welcome, Mist. Even though I'm not actively chatting, I do like to check out streams in the corner.
You can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look.
And of course, anytime I can. Oh no, that's great. Thank you very much. And I do appreciate everyone taking time out of the day to be here, day or night.
Like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Check me out, huh? Yeah, it's totally checking you out, Mist. You know,
You tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you into
life is hard when you're a handsome man.
But you gotta earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Oh, don't make me laugh. Oh, Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
Underworld.
By now they know I'm here. It's different when I'm supposed to come here. Oh, if I can send a message. Yeah. Tell him I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's freaking useless. Just take him back to detaining, would you, Tony?
Tony. Ah, thank you, Ellie.
Just like that.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do this, shouting out people, but that's Acolytes, and he's also a streamer, and he's very nice, even though he's he rages sometimes. And Mist, of course, also another very nice streamer, very interactive, and Ellie, of course. You're welcome. Welcome. Oh, well, I'm slumped in my chair and just looking at him like that. Let's talk to him.
Ask you about some stuff.
You're the writer. Ask away.
I'm writing a book. I'm just gonna insult him.
Do you find anything in this office? It looks like
You're welcome. You're welcome, Acolytes.
Hey, I get my job done.
I think Ellie's sleeping, but it might be an auto host. But yeah, no, you should definitely check each other out because I think everyone I've shouted out is a very nice streamer and very interactive with their chat and their viewers, and that's always very nice to see. What do I need to chat with him about?
How's it hanging, bud?
Lousy. I hate crime scenes. People are sick fucks. You know that, Knight?
I do know that.
I'm starting to get that impression.
Everyone's a sicko. Snakes.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is that I don't like them.
It would be really weird if you did like snakes. But yeah, just take your time and check each other out if you can. Watch, learn from let's go back to the park. And I'm actually just reading the walkthrough on another tab because these games sometimes it's like click the pixel. Okay, I should be able to pick up that painting, that sketch that the artist drew for me about these voodoo patterns that I found at the murder site. Crime scene. The Saints go marching in. Oh, he's glitching. He's glitching hard. So, artist. Are you done yet? Hang on, let me just...
How's it going today? What? Oh, it's only you.
It is me.
Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah, just don't, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and, good luck.
Oh, it's voodoo, alright. Oh, what's this? So we'll look at it.
The reconstructed Veve was done for Gabriel
The
by a
Veve.
technical artist.
The Veve. Right, okay. Go left and see a fortune telling booth. Oh, wow.
The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm readings, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and birth
Come
charts,
on, boys,
$50.
hoopla!
Madame Lorelei lounges at the booth, fondling her snake.
Fondling her snake. Oh, she's belly dancing. Can I touch her?
Not a bad idea.
Oh,
baby,
this is cat calling.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hips.
Yep, She wants me.
Like, how not to get a girlfriend. Or how to.
Thanks, boys.
Oh, okay, gotta pick this up. She just dropped it on the ground, so... And I gotta talk to her too, so...
Madame Lorelei seems less approachable when she's behind that booth.
I don't want to touch her now, I just want to talk to her now.
Madame Lorelei, is it?
What can I do for you, handsome?
Oh, okay, she's floating. How's business?
How's business? I have no time for such dull conversation, darling.
Could you just do a short reading for an intimate friend?
Darling, you toy with me. If I thought you were serious, but no, I must stay firm.
That's a nice snake you have there.
Nice snake.
I could say the same of you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know where I am.
The innuendos, I tell you.
That's personal.
Oh, is that a snake around her? Okay.
I'd really like to know more about that snake.
Oh, sorry, sweetie, but I don't discuss Elvis with anyone.
Oh, his name's Elvis.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Oh, my veil! I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Did I do something wrong?
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
Wow.
I wish something would.
Strong, yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
Touching my hands.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Is that you?
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one, dark and beautiful. Oh, I see the road of your life forking, and very soon.
Something bad's gonna happen.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you
Okay,
okay?
she's running away.
Forces! Oh God, beware!
Oh shit, she ran away.
Beware!
Oh guys, she ran
What
away.
is it about me lately?
Apparently you guys don't like me. Okay, so we're gonna go visit Tulane University. I think that's on the other side. This is the university, and someone's having a talk about something. See if we can get day 4.
The lecture is just starting.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading, under which
It's a
resides
pretty
an
dark
entire body
lecture
of
theater.
distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of these subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits, instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all these spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa. enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion
It's not even
seems to be
pointing
as
at the
old
right
as man himself.
thing.
It has much in common with many early pagan practices. Animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating.
Voodoo.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa. This is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman.
Oh,
The person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god, Ezuli, the mistress of love, Papa Nebo.
Wow, I hope he doesn't actually lecture like this for the next like 5 minutes because
The spirit of water,
I am already
Legbag, spirit of the crossroads,
like
and the cruelest and
falling
most dangerous,
asleep from him.
Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called Houndfors. Their priests, Houngan or Bokors, their priestesses, Mamaloa.
Mamaloa.
In Voodoo Houndfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole.
Oh, we're really learning about voodoo now.
During ritual conclaves,
Oh, the
initiates
Vive.
dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a Mamaloa, or head priestess. The use of totems, or animal masks and markings, was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves included the ritual gourd, or asan, the ritual knife, or kubasa,
That knife gives me the chills.
the ritual whip, or fouetcache, and the ritual coffin, or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the
Talking about
Mamaloa
coffins.
for specific magical rituals. The Mamaloa is the most powerful figure in any voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mamaloa is the supreme woman. She comes out of her house.
Ah, Lord.
She's many things. She tries to get butterflies, and at night again she sees all things, including fireflies.
Oh yeah, he did it. He fell asleep. He did it. He pulled the Gabriel. Oh, he's dreaming.
Gabriel?
What? Can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
Telling me to sleep in a
It's not
coffin.
mine.
Ah!
Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide.
What?
No! Let me out! Help!
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Fell asleep. So let's talk with him.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you've already interrupted and slept through my lecture, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Oh, he's burning him.
Do you know what Kabli Sankal means?
Cabri Sancourt? Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice.
Oh.
Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Wow, okay. Caprice encore.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel. Huh.
Okay, so Caprice encore. Human sacrifice.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible, if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had
this guy,
translated for me from a Haitian ritual went
he
like
is just
this.
talking a lot.
Mistress Ezuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it.
If a cock is demanded.
If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice,
Where will we find
where
one?
will we find one? Ezuli is the gentlest of Loire, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Houngan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loire, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that Loire will simply take it for themselves.
Okay, Marie?
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting, from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Alright, Vives.
Do you know anything about Vives?
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
Tell me about yourself.
No, don't.
All right, Mr. Knight. I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse. In religious, I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there.
Okay.
And I am heterosexual when I practice sex at all.
Oh my god.
Any other questions?
Oh, no.
Fine.
Tell me about Ogun Badagri.
Ogun Badagri is one of the Patroloa. The Patroloa are much more violent than the Radaloa. Some people believe the Patroloa originated in Haiti, but I have found some evidence that the Patroloa were African as well, though worshipped only by a small voodoo tribe, and a
The
very
bloody one. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I'll show you my Vive. Here's my Vive. Here's my Vive. Take my Vive.
Can you tell me anything about this?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Go ahead.
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back.
You better give it back to me, though.
Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating Veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself.
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No. You're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this Veve is authentic?
Hell yeah.
Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information.
Alright.
You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm undercover. You can contact me at St. George's Bookshop in the corner.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this, if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay. Do I have the crime scene photo? Here's a photo for you.
Is there anything you can tell me about the voodoo aspects of this photograph?
This is a serious voodoo ritual. Nasty stuff.
In what way?
Let's see. I can't make out much detail from this photograph, except for the corpse, of course. But the wound, the face, and what little I can see of the ritual paraphernalia... It reminds me of certain black voodoo practices. Very rare. I've never witnessed them myself, you understand.
Really? Interesting. Thanks.
Okay, so we've got all of that, and we're gonna go back to the cathedral. Cathedral. Gonna look at the confessionals.
Someone is in that confessional. Gabriel will have to wait.
Is anyone in that one? Oh, okay. Hello.
The panel behind the mesh window moves from the other side.
Father. I have confessions. But they're
May
not
I help
all
you,
in the...
my child?
Oh, okay, kneel and hear a confession. I need a blessing.
Do you give me a blessing?
Do you feel the need for a blessing?
I just
Would
asked
you
for
believe
one.
me if I told you?
All right, if it will comfort you.
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you, Father.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
As you wish. Please feel free to stay and commune with God.
God, okay. Oh, there's a knothole.
The knothole doesn't seem to operate that way.
I just want to look at it.
The knothole is... There's a knothole about the size of a quarter in the wood paneling on that wall.
Okay, let's confess.
May I help you, my child?
Confession.
I'd like to make a confession.
All right, if it'll make you feel better.
I've had impure thoughts about a woman I met.
Impure thoughts? You mean thoughts of sexual relations?
You could say that, but worse than what you mean.
Worse? You mean extreme sexual relations?
Well, not involving animals or anything.
Oh, well. Perhaps we should just leave it at that. Pray for forgiveness and say 10 rosaries. Is there anything else?
Everything.
I've done some pretty rotten things to my friend Mosley.
Rotten? What do you mean?
Practical jokes, insults, among other things.
I see. Are you sorry?
Nah, not really.
Pray for forgiveness and say 3 rosaries.
Alright.
Is there anything else?
I haven't paid my assistant for 3 months.
Have you had the money?
Nope.
Sounds like a matter for the courts, son, not the church. Is there anything else?
I'm a selfish
Some people
person.
say I'm a selfish person, Father.
We can always strive to improve ourselves. Patterns can be broken.
Yes. Thank you, Father.
Is there anything else?
I think I just need to give an overall apology to the universe.
I see. Apology noted.
Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
Womanizer.
I had a lot of women, Father.
A lot? More than 10?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Just like that.
Oh my god, thank you, kitty kitty. That just scared me.
Yes, Father.
I was gonna shout you out. But thanks for the host and welcome anyone that's joining.
If we're counting therapists, then I'm up to at least, let's see, count the 1 and...
And she's a very nice streamer and very interactive like Mist and acolytes.
Now, pray for forgiveness and say 20 rosaries.
What kind of father are you? I'm confessing about all my sins.
When you finish the math, say that many
And
rosaries.
you're just going on lunch break?
Gabriel hears him leave the confessional.
Well, that's my cue.
I should probably add one more rosary for that while I'm at it. I've been a bad boy.
Yeah, the voice acting in this. I'm gonna listen in.
Donato doesn't seem to operate that way.
Okay, so I'm gonna go inside the priest's booth and see what he's doing and listen in from the other side. So, how do I get out of this place, damn it? Ah, right. Okay, gonna go into the priest's booth.
Wondered how the other half lives.
We're gonna find out. I'm the father now. And I am the father. There's something here, right?
Inside the box, Gabriel finds a priest collar and some oil used for blessing.
But yeah, thanks for the host, cutie kitty, if I missed that. And
That
how are
oil is
you?
for
How was
voodoo
your stream?
purposes, not the sort of thing Gabriel would want to use it for.
Okay, I don't want...
Gabriel can't use the collar while it's in the box.
You never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Okay, well, that's dealt with that thing. And Madame Casino. I want to leave. Gonna be a priest. I'm okay. Ended a little early because I'm kind of... Oh no! I hope you get well soon. And yeah, getting cold sucks. And get lots of rest, cutie kitty. Plenty of rest. So I'm supposed to go to like the Casino residence. Let's try to pretend that I'm a priest. Because why not?
It's a white priest's collar.
Can't say I've ever seen a priest in a t-shirt. I'll need something else to make this stay on.
Okay, so can I put something on? I'll need something to go back on, so... We'll try to enter first and see what happens. Gonna get rejected.
Yes? Who is it?
I'm a pet supply salesman.
Great pet supplies. Coochie coochie coo, little doggy.
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to disguise myself as a priest. So let's go back to my bookstore.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Oh, he's hitting on Grace.
Seeing you is killing me.
I love Grace though. She's everything I wanted to say. Let's get that black shirt. He has all like five white shirts, including the one he's wearing, and one black shirt.
Be able to use this black shirt.
Let's get dressed, Gabriel.
There's no reason to wear that at the moment.
Oh, there will be.
Don't get personal.
Okay, so let's go back to the Casino residence. And apparently we have to find out that she is a Catholic woman.
Yes? Who is it?
Can we talk?
Please let me talk to you, Madame Casino.
I do not talk to strangers, young man.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep trying. until we learn that she's a Catholic lady.
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you are...
I'm a good Catholic young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
Okay.
Look, I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
Okay, she's a good Catholic woman. It's a dress in a
This
Catholic
black
shirt.
shirt won't get me into Madame Casanova by itself. I'll have to dress it up a little.
Okay, so if we can wear the priest collar.
Can't say I've ever seen a priest in a t-shirt.
Hair gel.
I don't think hair gel alone is going to convince her I'm the respectable type.
Okay, so if I combine these two together. Combine these two. Okay, got it. So now it looks like I'm a priest.
This disguise is almost ready. I hate to say it, but I need to style my hair to be more... respectable.
Respectable. And then I need to combine these ones, right? This is very strange. Priest disguise.
Right, but this is private.
Oh, I look like a priest now, look at him. Wearing jeans?
Yes? Who is it?
I am Father
It's
McLaughlin.
Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Thank you, my child. She's like
Please
70.
be seated, Father.
Oh, nice house.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
I got questions.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Do you have any idea what Capri Sanko means?
Oui, I know. I bet you do not know, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Don't eat the chili?
Means don't eat the chili.
Shows how much you know.
About Capri Sanko.
Oui? Are you going to tell me what it means, Father?
It means goat without horns.
Father, you surprised me.
I do know what it means.
You know what it means.
She looks like Queen Elizabeth.
You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat. Cut
Wow.
out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Human
Do you
sacrifice.
know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandma there could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything else about human sacrifice?
What is to tell? They cut your heart out.
Wow, that's hardcore. Real
Who are
voodoo
the
queen.
real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandma there told me that Lavo was just a front, a flamboyant
Oh.
decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Lavo, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Used her like a puppet. Okay.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound for.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in New Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear their drums at night, oh yes. That's why I'm so ill, I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there, I can tell you. show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if ever there was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I've always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Okay, I'm gonna bless this bracelet.
Bless this bracelet of
A snake.
Even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm. When they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now let us pray.
Let us pray. Okay.
It's a bracelet in the shape of a snake.
It's a weird bracelet. Okay, I got some clay. I think.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
I'm making
Bless, oh
a
bless
clay
the
of it. No,
circlet
clay
of
mold of it.
silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression.
Here you go.
Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
You're just a crazy old lady, aren't you?
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, her. I could tell you about her. Voodoo Queen? Ah. My great-grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau. She knows the truth about her.
Okay, well, she knows about her. Well, herself.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days, the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Okay, well, let's leave.
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
Well, okay, let's, we can leave. We can leave. We'll just go to the drugstore, ma'am. Thank you for your help, ma'am. The drugstore.
Hi.
Okay. Willie, I've got some questions for you.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask what you want. I answer what I want.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, St. John's.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year in voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
Okay.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
The only one left is Willie Jr. over there.
Willie
The old
Jr.
crocodile. He's sort of a mascot now, him.
Alright, can I get that?
About Willie Jr. Would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. are very close now. I couldn't part
That's
with him for
a bit of money.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $120.
What? You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The
You
price
said
was
100.
always 120.
Okay.
Would you take 50 for Willie?
Don't
What?
Okay, that's just,
Would you take?
oh no. Okay. Let's leave and try to wrap up this for the day and go to the cemetery and talk to Written in the past, the right of Giddy's to, and then we see Malia, right? Oh damn. Lady in red. What are you doing down here?
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
Unnoticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to
Okay.
Whatever.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations.
Wow.
My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
The voodoo queen.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I've got a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See, I knew it. You're crazy about me too. Come by tonight, please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Okay. Rejected.
Damn it.
Okay, well, let's go back to the bookstore. I just had my heart broken.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Alright. Something's gonna happen.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Oh,
Listen, if Gabriel
Gracie.
is here, he'll want to see me. Is he? Here?
I really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Gracie, say goodnight.
Oh, damn. Good night, Gracie. Oh, she glitched. Okay. Have a good night, Gabriel and Malia.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Wow.
I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Okay. This is some strange script writing. But that's what happened. I guess they had a good night together. I think we've reached day 4. I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into veil of fears or tears. I read that a bit too slowly. Okay, she left. Maybe they're like the reincarnations of, you know, that lovely couple that in the comic. Ooh. Drink some coffee. I think she's angry at me. I can see why. 'Cause I'd be angry too.
To me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Nothing
Have
to
it your
say.
way.
Have it my way. There's some dude
Notice this guy outside the
watching
shop?
us in the outside the window.
He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Hey man,
Gabriel watches the man watching the shop.
hey man, you can't just stare at us like that. That's
Get the hell outta
intimidation.
here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Okay, I'm gonna read the newspaper for a bit. And then I'll go talk to the weird dude.
Dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
No.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were a result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
Lies.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. And what about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel, but if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal
I
Mosley?
probably will
You
talk
don't
with
get
him.
it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation lest his eye fall on you, too.
Peachy.
Gabriel also spots an ad for Sam Springleton, a jeweler. Sam hangs out at the Napoleon House.
Okay, well I'm gonna talk to that dude outside and tell him to get lost. You're a creep. Don't stare at Gracie like that. Only I can stare at her like that. Hello, Stealth. How are you?
See you later.
See ya.
I apologize for his voice. Can I? Okay, well since I've left the house, now I have to like actually go somewhere. Let's go to the police station. So this is a very old point and click game. But yeah, Stealth, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna say stop and dropping. So we're gonna go into Mosley's office.
Knight, hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The voodoo murders case has
That's
been
good.
closed.
I had a feeling you were gonna
So-
say that. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Mosley, you son of a bitch. But that's good. That's good. So what have you been up to? How's the job stuff going? And I'm gonna talk to him and reopen the case,
Tell
damn
you,
it.
Bud, I'm pretty pissed off about this case being closed. You guys are making a big mistake.
Hey, I'm not any happier about it than you are, Knight, but I've got my orders.
I got a new gaming cherry. Oh yeah, the chair. The cherry. I did see that Stealth, and it looks very nice. It looks very nice indeed. And that was recommended to you.
With what? I got 7
Nothing yet, but
bodies
hoping to
and
get a
still
job
no
by the end of the
leads.
week. Oh, that's
The
good.
voodoo angle
So
works.
you've
Besides,
been in
these
the
people aren't hurting
stages,
anybody
been
but
in the
out-and-out
motions.
drug dealers and
Well, I'm
hitmen.
wishing you good luck.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay, you want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove
Back
that
off.
there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
I will.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
I already told you. You still need to prove that there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans.
And there's Acolytes being the greeter.
Get me a lead on
He's
the
lovely. Get me a lead on it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave now. Can I insult him before I leave?
Blue shoes. What are those, loafers? Kind of a mud brown suede kind of thing?
It's poop.
Hey, I'm on my feet all day, alright? Is that okay with you?
Mostly. I'm being perfectly sincere.
Oh, right. That's right. I should shout out stealth.
Right.
Stealthy. But, I mean, Acolytes, you already know her because I brought you into her stream once. And some of the people here know her. Green Dumpling was here.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
Ciao, baby. Let's go back to my nice bookstore and talk with Gracie. Grace? So Grace, I'm gonna see if I can get that weird dude looking at our store away. What? Why are you fooling me here?
Hey kids!
Bruno, how nice.
Who are you?
A customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
Okay.
How's the flower business?
Well,
I'm no stranger, no one knows me. No, people know you.
that explains why I so rarely see anyone.
You're not so stealthy after all,
Are you
Stealth.
gonna send me that wonderful painting of yours today?
I'm just kidding, you're actually very stealthy in game, but we know you. So what? How much?
How much would you give me for it?
Oh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Yeah, I'll let you have it all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you
Nope.
That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My
I guess
affairs are
not.
so
Well,
tied up.
there's only so much stealthing you can do.
Your father's painting?
Stay out of this, Grace.
What am I doing? Am I supposed to give him this painting? Fine, it's yours.
Fine. It's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
I don't know why I sold him this painting.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display. Though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it.
Okay, Mr. Hipster. Get out of here.
I believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
Is he that dude outside? Is that why he just won't leave?
I don't believe you.
It's just a painting, Grace.
Oh, he
There are
glitched.
things I have to do.
Okay, I did something. And Grace. What's that? Money? Oh.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Got a minute, Grace? Do you have any messages for me?
Do you have messages for me?
Your grandmother called. She said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
I just already sold that painting.
Do you have messages for me?
That man from Germany called again. Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming
Like
to
you
be
couldn't
a
tell me
relative.
this earlier.
Interesting. Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I have a pattern I need you to research.
Research. Okay, since I have Wolfgang Ritter's number, I'm gonna call him.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Yuck. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well,
Maybe
wear
I'll
the
like
evil
to.
Vanishing gloves if you want, but check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
Nope.
I can't think of anything.
Here's that phone number.
Thanks.
Thanks, Grace. Yeah, he's like a cross between a very bad Elvis impersonator and a hillbilly. So that's Wolfgang Ritter's phone number, and we're gonna call him. So, oh, is that why he needed to sell his painting? It's because we're gonna need to use for something else, because he's broke. Where do I get $20 from, though? Let's call. Wolfgang number.
The number written on the note is 4909-324-3333.
49.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
Okay, 01149. What is it? 49303.
The number written on the note is
09.
4909-324-3333.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
09-324-3333. Dial.
I'm not calling Germany. That Wolfgang Ritter guy says he's a relative, but I've never heard of him.
Okay, well. I guess it's not time to call him yet, but it'll be soon. So, where am I have to go? I'm gonna have to go to my grandma's house. Where's my grandma? Where's my grandma's house? Is this my grandma's house? I'll have a look. Ah, that's my grandma's house. My grandma as in Gabriel's grandma. Those paintings look really real.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
I guess not.
Oh, sorry, it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give me a kiss.
That's a weird kiss, but okay.
Now, come on, sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
So let's talk with her.
How have you been, Gran?
Just fine, dear. I'm sorry I bothered you at work, but I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
I will.
Don't be silly. You can call me anytime.
I will. So the Knight family.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Alright,
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He walked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
Philip.
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and
beautiful.
She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked to find her family.
Beautiful.
Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be such a sweet gesture.
I will.
It's just past the Ross tomb, right? Oh, maybe I will.
So more about my family.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. Oh, I tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it.
Every
Didn't really
minute.
like bookkeeping one bit.
Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. Oh, the nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he lost another. And I'd tell him it didn't matter to me, but he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Okay.
Tell me about my father.
Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your
Oh
granddad
my god,
did.
that is just like
they
Gabriel.
Were two peas in a pod.
Tell me about my father.
When Philip met your mother, oh, it was love at
Who
first
the hell
sight.
marries someone within
They
2
were married
weeks
2 weeks
of
later.
knowing them?
Never looked at a girl seriously until then, and he looked at plenty. You have your father's way with women, Gabriel. And your granddad's.
Okay. Alright.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. All she had left was a modest trust fund from her great aunt, who happened to like Philip. The remainder of your mother's trust fund became yours when she died. That's what you used to open your bookshop.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
search around your attic. Gonna check your attic.
I'm gonna go up to the attic, Brown.
Be careful of the dust.
Gonna go through all your things. Okay, there's a clock here. Now look at the clock. Okay. Oh, okay. You can move this.
There's
Design.
an interesting design in the base of the clock.
Use the clock to look close. So there's these symbols: a sword, a sun, an angel. Don't know what that is. Apparently it's an eclipse. And a noose. And a dragon. And you can move this around. So all these move. Okay. Open the trunk. Let's go through all the stuff.
It looks pretty heavy.
I don't want to lift it, I just want to look at it.
There's a lot of Granddad's old stuff in here. Might be something interesting.
What is here? Okay, let's look at this.
A bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca.
Hang on, there's something underneath here. Is it a key? It's a key.
What's this? It's some sort of key.
Okay, the dog. Nothing underneath the hat. Okay, so it's just like moving things around. But I already found the key, so I think that's as useful as it'll get here. And I guess I'm gonna use the clock again. And there's a key on the side, I think.
The face of the clock is hand-painted.
Alright.
A ring of 6 symbols surrounds the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. The ring of symbols doesn't appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move.
Okay, so this actually alludes to like the 3 dragons poem that we read in the library. Not library, in his bookshop. And now I have to turn this minute hand to show 3. So 3 dragons. Insert the key from the keyhole. So
There's an interesting
and something's gonna happen.
Nothing happens.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I probably got this all wrong. So it says Turn the symbols to have the dragon on top. That is a dragon, right? Ah, that must be a dragon because nothing else resembles a dragon. Maybe that's it.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Ah, okay. Ah, 3 o'clock. Ah, okay, I see.
The key winds the clock's mechanism.
There's something here.
Granddaddy, you old fox.
Granddaddy. Okay, so we have a letter. We just got a letter.
The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the reoccurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger.
Schattenjäger.
The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of a quill tip, bold strokes, and underlining.
Nice. And there's a photo.
The back of the photo has the following written on it.
Schloss
Ritter.
Okay, I'm gonna show this to my grandma. Grandma? We found some stuff. Stab her with the dagger. Okay, no. Do you know about this photo?
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
That one in the middle is your grandfather. Those other two, I don't
know. Okay, gotta swap this out with a letter.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
No, dear. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of German.
Can we talk about my grandpa? Schattenjäger.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
Schattenjäger. Schattenjäger.
Oh, how odd, Gabriel. I haven't heard that word in years. My goodness, you've given me a chill. Your granddad used to say that sometimes in his sleep.
Really? Do you know what it means?
No, I'm afraid not. I asked him about it once. I don't think he answered me.
Odd.
Huh. Thanks, Gran.
And Heinz Ritter.
Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
Heinz Ritter? Oh, Gabriel. Where did you hear that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's clock.
Oh, I promised I'd never tell you or your father, but I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Tell me, Gran.
Your granddad's name was Heinz Ritter before he came to America. He changed it to Hassanat legally when he arrived.
So I'm actually a Ritter.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter? Oh, no, dear.
Huh. Oh.
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter.
Okay, the Knight family.
Why did Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family and his life before America, but he didn't want to talk about it. He never even told me about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer. Since he obviously found it painful, I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Okay, well...
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
My... Grandma.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time. Your granddad was hit by a streetcar in the business district. It took me nearly a year to believe he was really gone.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Gran.
Oh, I know you are, dear.
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh,
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
all right, dear.
Okay, let's go back to the bookstore. Because I'm gonna end the stream quite right now. I'm gonna save my game. Because I don't think I want to visit the cemetery before I sleep. So,
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
okay, well, I'm gonna save this game here. If it'll let me. Day 4. So this is day 4. And I'm just gonna end the stream here. But thanks everyone for dropping by. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good day or good night. I don't normally stream today, but I do appreciate it. I'm gonna find someone to host. Probably gonna host Ice. And I hope you'll go and visit her stream. She's a nice person, a funny streamer. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.